What's up, everybody? I hope... Alright, so I know I'm late today. It's not my fault this time. 16 minutes late. I was only going to be like 3 minutes late. I hope my connection stays strong. I tried to start my game up, got the message, hey, it's not, check your connection. I'm like, okay, seen this before. Try again, it's not working. Check a few chats, no one's saying there's any issues with the games, or with the game, okay. Try my phone that's not only connected to Wi-Fi, the one that's connected to cellular. It works. Check my Wi-Fi settings. Apparently the password got reset or something. I don't know. Had to go dig up my password. Finally got it working again, and then disconnect. Claim the free crystal, disconnect. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm hoping everything stays strong. Okay. There was a few super chats. Rip934 said at 05 saying, yo! Rip934, dude, thank you as always, man. So generous of you, dude. What up, man? Coming in hot before I even started the stream. Stop. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, Rip. Croy sent it over 2 saying, completed 4 paths in 6.3 today. Use Ghost mostly. Nice, Croy. Good stuff, man. Yeah. Ghost, I hear she's a good champion. She'll get it done for you, man. Thank you very much for the 2, Croy. And Jack almost sent it over 2 of them Australian bucks saying, BG, bank robbers stole a truck full of wigs as their getaway car. They crashed on the freeway and ran. Now the cops are combing the area. Ugh. Boo. Slap? I'm sorry, man. The slap. Someone beat you to it. But boo. Combing the... boo. Okay. Let me get a tweet out. Jack, thank you very much for the 2, though, man. Let me get a tweet out. So far, so good. I'm curious. What if I click on this? Nope. Took us to the crystal. That's a good sign. Okay. Dearest Rat Marvel champions. I don't really know what to say. Taylor Boss said it over $1. Taylor, thank you, man. Saying, BG, I once got addicted to the hokey pokey, but I managed to turn myself around. Taylor, that's what it's all about, man. Boo. BG booed that joke because he hates combs? Well, you're not wrong. Coughs in an forbidden knowledge? Demiak, what in the world? Taylor, thank you for the $1. Alright, hold on. Let me see. I don't know what to say, man. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Can you port this game over to Game Boy Color? Thanks. Yes, I'm now. Okay. Tweet. I was thinking about Game Boy Color today. That's why that message. Hello, my dude. What's up, Super Dirty Pickle? What's the outlook for those rewards? I missed it. Watched it quickly at work without the volume. The outlook for the rewards? Like, did I pull anything good? I got some okay pulls. I got Mutant Fragments, Tier 5 Cosmic. Okay, 5-star pulls. Assortment of rank up gems. The 6 stars, still waiting on. Ben Batch is added over 10. Ben, thank you very much. Saying BG tips on Variant 4 Deadpool. I have Cap, Marvel Movie, Warlock, Rolk, Massacre, and Domino. Also, Slap. The Slap is a one-time a stream thing, man. So I'm sorry. The Slap, it's already been given out. I don't wanna hurt my slapping hand, you know. But Ben, man, thank you very much. For the Variant 4 Deadpool, let's go take a little look at it, because why not? Let's mosey on over there. Hold on, before we do that, though, Tom also sent over one of the New Zealand bucks with a sleeping face. What is this, Tom? What are you fast asleep about? Let me see. BG, what's the opposite of minimum? Maxidad. It took me a second to get it. Minimum. Maxidad. God. Variant 4 then? Let's go take a look. Are there any 6-star Cosmic Champs that are considered God tier that you wouldn't take to rank 3? I don't know who everyone sees as God tier, because I don't usually pay attention to the tier stuff. I couldn't tell you the last time I looked at a tier list. Was probably before Seaton even made his first tier list, back when it was handled on Reddit and things like that. And even then I was like, this is silly. But anyway, I mean, hold on. Now you got me wondering. Actually, we'll look at the Cosmic Champions after Deadpool here. So let me see. Deadpool, the nodes. I know the fight, but just to catch everyone else up to speed here. Fundamentals. Defender has a minus 100% chance to use special attacks. Instead, they gain a bonus based on their current power. Less than 1 bar, reduce all incoming damage by 95%. At 1 bar, gain plus 2100 block penetration. This is what the opponent's gaining. 2 bars, all attacks are unblockable. And 3 bars, all attacks are unblockable. And charging a heavy attack deals 50% of the defender's attack as direct damage. And then, to make matters worse, there's Mighty Charge. So, problem with this node is, in addition to them going unblockable, they also go unstoppable, so you can't even intercept them. It's kind of ridiculous, really. There's not that many things that you could really do to handle this node. What I found to be the best way to handle it, well, I mean, it wasn't even my strategy. I got the strategy from someone else. They basically backed Deadpool up against the wall and just did heavy attacks, just spammed heavy attacks the entire way, because they can't throw their specials. They gain the bonuses, but they can't get any specials. So if you're just spamming heavies up against the wall, as long as you have a champion that has a long enough heavy reach, which most of them do. The ones that just have like a regular uppercut, I don't think work, but most of the champions spamming heavy attacks, most of the newer champions at least, you can just do that up against the wall. The problem is getting Deadpool backed up against the wall. So I found Hyperion to be really good for this, because Hyperion, his special too, it really pushes them back, and not only pushes them back, but it also stuns them. Or a chance to stun them, at least. So it's best to find champions that have things like this. Champions that can really push the opponents back or stun them and things like that. That allow you to get kind of set up against the wall. Let me see what champions you mentioned again. So you mentioned Cap, Marvel Movie, Warlock, Rolk, Massacre, and Domino. So I don't know all the heavy attack. I don't know if I don't know which one of those work and don't work. I know Massacres would probably work. I can't imagine it not working. And because Because his heavy attack is kind of a long animation, I want to say you'd have a decent time using Massacre to push Deadpool up against the wall, just by starting out like parry heavy, you know, get that going a few times, and then hopefully he's backed up against the wall. If that doesn't work out for you, well, might not be the most ideal thing to do, but just dealing as much damage as possible before the opponent gets to the point where they're unblockable. You know, you might be able to dish out, especially with Domino, with the increased duration of parry stuns, you might be able to dish out some pretty decent damage before you die, and then just pop a revive and go back in. So, Cat Marvel has that special 2 stun as well. Okay, alright. Charming Tortoise saying Cat Marvel is really good for that fight. It's good. Good to know. Hope some of this helped. It's a really annoying fight, but after that, then the quest is much easier because you're using lower level champions, and the boss fights are significantly easier as well. So it's a bit of a gate, that fight, but yeah. Okay. I want to look at Cosmic Champions in a minute here, but Tom sent over... Oh, wait, no. Did I already see that one? Yeah, I already saw that one. The Sleeping Face. Easy sent over $1. That's where we're currently at here. Easy. Thank you, dude, for the $1. Don't ask BG about tears unless you're looking for a tongue lashing. Man, I don't mean it as a tongue lash. I'm just saying that's the way I see the game. It's not meant to be any tongue lashing. But alright, Brian Grant, I think I've narrowed down my next rank 5 to either BWidow, currently Sig 163, or Nick Fury. Love Nick's synergies, but I think I prefer fighting with BWidow. Thoughts? Go with BWidow, man. Why not? You don't need to rank up Nick Fury to take advantage of his synergies. If you like BWidow, go BWidow. They're both amazing champions. There's not really one better than the other. Which is, again, I normally wouldn't say this, but since you brought up the tiers in your next comment, this is why, again, like, tiers is kind of silly. Both champions that you like playing with, and, you know, both good champions and all that, man. Why try to rank them? But yeah, I would say absolutely go with BWidow. Chris sending over $1. Saying, what color is your shirt, and do you have a tan? No, I don't have a tan. It's blue. It's a pretty light blue. It's the camera. It's pretty deceiving looking at the camera. It looks darker, I guess. I don't know, but it's like a sky blue. And no, I don't have a tan. It's just this is closer to my actual skin color. I don't know. Ah, it's too bright. Yeah, it's just the a window that's orange to make it look like I have blood in my veins, you know. But okay, Chris Dackett said it over $1. Saying Awaken Nick Fury or Void. That's a tough one, man. Personally, I find Void to be more useful, having both of these champions at 565, but not everyone feels that way. But yeah, I would personally go Void. It's kind of a toss-up for you, depending on which champion you think that you're gonna play more of. But yeah, the way I see it, Nick Fury, he could still be used without his Awaken ability. Void, he really can't. And even having, you know, even if they were both Awakened and all that, like, I just personally find myself playing Void so much more frequently. And the times where I'm playing Nick Fury, it's like, okay, I could also play a bunch of other champions here. Whereas when I'm playing Void, it's like, okay, maybe other champions would work. Questionable. This dude's a beast, though. Like, would I really want to use someone else? Like, I don't know. But they're both really good. Kind of can't go wrong either way, but I'd go Void. Tom Oh wait, no. No. I almost missed one. Sick Juggalo. Sent over a buck. ABG is 5-star stealth spider worth awakening. Let me go start auto fighting some of these quests actually, because man, I did not expect you guys to send over so many super chats. Thank you guys. But let's start auto fighting here. Saying ABG is 5-star stealth spider worth awakening. I have 3 gems: No Blade, Nick Fury, or Aegon. Yeah, I would say so if you have 3 gems. If you didn't tell me you had 3 gems, I would have been like, nah, man, save it. He doesn't need to be awakened. Those other champions benefit from the awakening 10 times more than Stark Spidey will. But if you have 3 gems, yeah, his damage is going to go up. It could save you, like, if you're actually using the champion, make sure you like him first, because I don't really like Stealth Spidey that much. But a lot of people like Stealth Spidey, and as long as you like him, then yeah, his damage is going to go up. It's going to make it so that you save resources going through quests, less, you know, opportunity to take damage throughout the fights if you're going through them faster, things like that. So yeah, worth it, you know. The only way that you're really screwing yourself over is if you pull those 3 champions, Blade, Nick Fury, and Aegon, like back to back to back, you know. Like it's probably going to take a while to get them all, so. Dude, thank you for the buck. Alright, Tom sent over 2 of them New Zealand bucks, and last 2 sweet cheeks. Oh, man. Tom, I like it when you call me sweet cheeks. What were your last 2? The last tier list was all the girls who were heartbroken by BG. Wow. Yeah. And there was exactly 0 people on that list. Wait, did you ignore both raids? Usually only ignore Dap and Enzo raids. I feel their pain now. Oh, my goodness. Wait. I just realized this comment here. We get a Dreamin' raid and a Hobbit raid. Is that what we have? Hashtag farts where bugs fly out. What? And the hashtag Dreamin' raid. Oh man, guys, I'm so sorry. But thank you very much for the raid. Tom, your other one. So BG, if you plant a donut, what do you get? A pastry. Ugh. Like a pastry. Boo. Esmir, 705. Esmir, thank you very much. Saying, did someone say tug lashing? I'm in. Please be gentle, but then also not gentle. Then gentle again. Wow. Esmir taking on the spiritual embodiment of Cam right now. That's how I feel. I feel like this is the exact thing that Cam would say. Man, Esmir, dude, thank you very much for the 5. Ziski, send over 2. Ziski, thanks, man. Saying, yo BG. Hold on. Yeah, we had a potion up there. Let's go get that. Yo BG made my own ketchup today. Did you really? Your favorite food with tomatoes in it, other than pizza? Salads, salsa, tomato soup, spaghetti, fried greens, ketchup with fries, other. Okay, so, I mean, if we're counting French fries, then yeah, dude, I love me some French fries, man. I could eat about 1,000 of them in a sitting. It's actually been a long time since I had French fries because I'm too lazy to make my own. And haven't been to a restaurant in... What year is it? I don't even know, man. It's been a long time, and that includes fast food, especially. So, yeah. Dang, dude, now I want some French fries. Oh, Ziski, why do you always do this to me? As for food that I have eaten a lot of, pasta for sure, man. Doesn't have to just be spaghetti. Hit me with that spaghetti, linguine, rigatoni, penne. Dude, I eat all kinds of the pastas, the shells. Ooh, man. Yeah, tons and tons of tomato sauce in my place. Well, I mean, you know, as much as the store lets you buy, at least. Before there was a limit, I actually used to have more, but yeah. But yeah, Ziski, thank you very much for the 2. Dragons sent over 2 as well. Sup, Dragon? Saying variant 4 down. What's next? Variant 2 or 3? Thoughts? I found 3 to be easier if you have the tech champions. I don't know if you have the right tech champions or not, Dragon. I only know some of your champions. The ones I know off the top of my head are not tech champions. It's like Domino, Cap Sparkles. Then again, those aren't XL champions either, so. Well, I mean, Domino with the heavy attacks apparently is really good for Variant 2. But yeah, I did find Variant 3 to be easier than Variant 2. But it's pretty champion specific. So yeah, if you don't have the right tech champions for Variant 2, or I'm sorry, for Variant 3, then hit up Variant 2 instead. And I'd say you're pretty set. Dragon, thank you very much for the 2. Good luck with whatever path you decide to take. Okay, I hope I didn't miss any. I don't think I did. Feels so bad if I did. I don't think I did. Super Dirty Pickle sent it over 5 though. Super Dirty Pickle saying my cousin got a 2-star Aegon and hype. Should I kill him in his sleep? Wow. Over a 2-star Aegon and hype? They'll be mine. I'll go the same lengths that I would for a Klondike bar. Oh, dang, dude, you're serious. Whoa, dude, put the knife down. Or at least don't tell me about it. Jeez, man, I can get in trouble just as much as you can. Man, I didn't even realize 2-star hype was a thing. Dang, dude, now I kind of want a 2-star hype. Kind of bad. Damn it. Almost as much as I want French fries right now. I actually didn't I didn't eat dinner yet tonight, so I'm pretty hungry. Okay, I wanted to look at Cosmic Champions though, since that question came up. Let me see. So of the God tier Cosmics, which I don't know exactly what those are, but some of the more commonly deemed awesome champs here, we got Sparkles. So here's the thing, I don't have much experience at all with Captain Marvel. I would have to play her a bunch. It wouldn't be an automatic rank 3. But I've seen what other people can do with the champion, and that makes me say, like, okay, you got my attention. I just need to learn about her and see if she fits my personal play style, my liking, you know? But, I mean, I've seen Legacy just, like, instantly demolish basically everything in the incursions and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, man. Cap Marvel seems pretty sick. Corvus is interesting. I don't know, man. Like, would I rank 3 Corvus? I probably would. I don't think I'd be too happy about it. Well, let me rephrase that. I'd be happy to pull Corvus, okay? I'd be stoked to pull Corvus because he's a great champion. And next time I need a 6-star, I don't know if Kabam's ever going to bring back 6-star gates after how people really didn't like them and everything, but I don't know. I sometimes have fun playing with Corvus, and sometimes I kind of wish I was playing anything but Corvus. Like,
man loves beats.
I guess if you have a rank 3 version of Corvus, then most of the time you'll probably get through the fights without running out of charges, whereas these days it feels like my 5-star kind of runs out of charges, and then I don't know, it's really just not that much fun to play him. If I was still in a map 7 alliance, I would totally take Corvus to rank 3 in a heartbeat and be super stoked about it, because then it'll make all of my alliance quest fights last less than 10 seconds. But I'm not even in a map 7 alliance anymore, so do I even need a rank 3 Corvus? I don't know. I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it, but it would be one of those that's like, half the time I'm going to love this champ, half the time I'm going to be like, I wish this was a different rank 3 kind of thing. Let's keep moving down the list here. Cole, nah. Hype, he's not available as a 6-star, but I would totally take Hyperion to rank 3 as a 6-star. Medusa, I would, I don't know. Medusa is interesting. Now, you guys know I love Medusa, right? And by the way, I see there was a couple of other super chats. Let me go through these. But Beaver's Nightmare and Easy, thank you very much. You guys know I love Medusa, right? I feel like having her at rank 5 as a 5-star is good enough. You know, I kind of feel in not exact. It's a different situation than Corvus. So the way I feel about the champions are different. You know, Medusa doesn't have charges to her or anything like that. But I feel like having her at rank 5 as a 5-star is good enough. Where even if she was available as a 6-star, I would probably do it, but I don't know. No on Proxima. Don't need Prestige, so no on Silver Surfer. Venom, same thing. Feel like he's good enough as a 5-star, rank 5. The Duck is interesting. I like Venom the Duck, and to have like just the most powerful duck possible, I might actually do it, and that's no joke. But I am about to rank 5 my other duck, so maybe I'd be like, same thing. Do I really need a rank 3? Venom the Duck, what, to be slightly more powerful in the incursions or something? Vision is pretty interesting too. I would consider rank 3ing Vision, believe it or not. I would need more time playing with them. So that doesn't really leave a whole lot of the Cosmic class though. So we got like Vision, Hype if he's ever added as a 6-star, possibly Corvus, and then Cat Marvel's probably like the #1 pick. It's just I need to play with her more. So this is probably what we're looking at for #1 Cosmic pick. For me right now, because I also don't have her as a 5-star even. So yeah, very long answer, but that's kind of how I feel about some of these champs. The 5-star Medusa can shut off the robots when you need her. No need for the 6-star. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Been bummed out lately, Baldy. I miss a friend of mine who I haven't spoken to in a few months. While dreaming is right, I do seek a TED shit on me by Deblode. Well, that's a bummer. Miss a friend of mine who I haven't spoken to in a few months. I'm assuming this is not a joke, and you're not just like saying McFabio or something like that, unless I missed that part of it. But yeah, it's always a bummer. I think about stuff like that all the time, actually. Like there's people I haven't spoken to in such a long time that I miss. But anyway, Beaver's Nightmare sent over 2 saying, Beaver, every time you read a joke, I see a piece of your world. Oh wait. Wait, hold on. See a piece of you would leave your sexy body. Is that world? Either way, I understand what you're saying. See a piece of a part of me, part of my soul, escaping my body. On that note, how do you comfort a grammar fanatic? There. Wow, with the 3 different spellings of there. Boo. P.S. Happy birthday, and also read last. Hashtag beans. Hashtag punish your toilet. What? What the heck? All right, hold on. What is the last one here? Let me hop into the arena a bit. Eating beans is what blows BG's hair off. Powerful, powerful farts. Wow. Believe it or not, there was a one point in my life where I hated beans, and I lost my hair before that point. So I don't know what made me lose my hair, but I can confirm that it was not the beans. I'll say that much at least. Alright, Easy also sent over a buck. Easy, thank you, dude. Where was your last? BG in San Diego, they have what's known as carne asada fries with carne asada, obviously, guac, cheese, and pico de gallo. They're divine. See, that sounds pretty good for the people that like that stuff. To me, that's too much. I'm more of a plain Jane, man. Give me them, just give me some fries with ketchup. That's it. That's all I want. Keep the cheese fries, keep the chili fries, keep the carne asada fries, all that stuff. Either just, like, to me, the way that you spice up a fry is just by making a curly fry or a waffle fry, you know what I mean? A tater tot. That's the only way I want to see it spiced up. Otherwise, man, yeah. Give me some regular fries and ketchup, and I'm good. Alright. Easy, thank you, man. Steel also sent an over a buck, saying, what did BG say to Ghost? Nothing. She's phasing his roster so he can't see her. Why do you have to hurt me so? Huh? Why? You know my pains with Ghosts. The fact that I'll never pull her. Steel, thank you for the buck, man, but boo. That's already it. What's up, man? ABG, I accidentally nuked my Hot Pocket for 20 minutes instead of 2, and now there's a giant radioactive Hot Pocket in my living room watching you on my TV. Wow, dude. I actually thought you were going to say there was still a cold spot even after 20 minutes. Maybe there is. Maybe part of it's radioactive. And part of it's still frozen solid. Got a weird question. If I buy a Cav Crystal and hold on to it and open it later down the road, will the new champs added afterwards be in that crystal? Yep. Absolutely. BG, you're going to take up Venom of the Duck before the end of the double level up cosmic event? There's a double level up cosmic event right now? Dude, I didn't even know that. I knew level up was on. I didn't realize cosmic was part of that. Okay. Federico said it 05 of them Canadian bucks. Dude, thank you very much for the toonies and a loony. Saying, saw an ad that said radio for sale, $2. Volume stuck on full. I thought, I can't turn that down. Wow. Boo. Not you too, Federico. Not you too. Tom, look what you've done. You've got another one to join in with you. Oh, man. Federico, thank you very much for the 5, though, man. Appreciate that. But boo. MBG, when is your crystal cleanup video? I'm not sure. Soon-ish, but I really don't know. I don't really plan this stuff out too much. I kind of just wing it whenever I feel like opening. Pick on everybody. What's up, Shark? BG, control F me. Control F. Come on, what do we got here? BG, every fight is a food fight when you're a cannibal. Wow, that's actually true. Also, love my rank 3 Cole. He's a monster. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it would be cool to have a rank 3 Cole. I would have fun with it. But I would also have fun taking Gamora to rank 3, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not saying that they're equals. I'm just saying, like, I gotta be careful. You know, this is my only tier 5 class catalyst. So if it sounded like I was being extra harsh about some of these champions here, it's because it's my only one. It's gonna be my only rank 3. So yeah, the fact that I would only take up like 2 of the champions, or 3 if Hype gets added as a 6-star, and actually Hype would have to be awakened. So I'm not so sure about these other 2, but like I might be holding on to this tier 5 class catalyst for a while, to be honest. Oh, well, actually Vision. I forgot about Vision and Venom the Duck down there too. So maybe more than 2, but anyway. Uncle K sending over 5. Uncle K, thank you very much, man. Saying read last, good sir. Okay. You see, hey BG, power gain node, Alliance War, options, Warlock, Sim Supreme, Magic, or Starkey. And the first and last on that list are rank 5. The middle 2 are rank 4, but can be taken to rank 5. Thoughts? Hold on, speaking of ranking up, I wanted to look at this, this level up event that's on. Another 2 hours, huh? I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure. But okay. Who's on the node? You left out one of the most important details. Power gain node in Alliance War. Your options are Warlock, Sim Supreme, Magic, or Starkey. First and last on the list are rank 5, middle 2, rank 4. You can be taken to rank 5. Who are you fighting? Let me know who you're fighting, and are there any other nodes to it, or is it literally just power gain? I feel like I'm missing info here. Even then, I might not have the best answer for you because I don't play. I don't take power gain fights in Alliance War usually. But if I can't answer it, then maybe we can get another opinion here. But without knowing who you're going up against, there's no way that I could tell you. I'll be looking for a follow-up comment from you. Oh, here we go. You said not sure, but I'm sure Hyperion will be there. Are you just planning rank ups for the future? Because as far as I know, there's no hidden power gain nodes. I don't think, at least. I think there's a power start hidden node or something like that, where you start with 1 bar. Is that maybe the node you're talking about? Or are you just trying to plan for the future? Shark Santa Buck saying, read my boos last, please. Who's your boo? Are we talking about Roboto? Do not laugh, Hunter. Is it Hunter? I'm guessing it's Roboto, but I don't know for sure. Oh god, freaking Warlock. Get out of my face, dude. Am I gonna die to this guy? Roboto is my boo. Okay, alright, I thought so. It is me, you dingus. Alright. I mean, listen, I can't keep up with who everyone's with these days, you know what I mean? Alright, hold on. BG, rank 5, your boy today, unduped, and took it against the favorite punching bag, and I must say, it was hype. Ooh. Okay, nice, man. Congrats on the rank up. Good stuff, man. Congratulations on the rank up. I am his boo, and he is my big sexy. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, alright, hold on. Uncle K. Alliance War Path 6. So there's no hidden fights on Path 6, though. That's why I'm confused. So I guess you are just planning for the future, then. I don't know the path very well, but against Hyperion, I like magic quite a bit. That's kind of my preferred champion to fight Hyperions. But all those champions do well in certain power gain situations, you know. For example, maybe you wouldn't want to try to, if you saw Venom on a node, you can't power control him with Stark Spidey, or any tech champion for that matter. Or if it was Vision Arcus on a power gain node, well, you might have to choose your counter more carefully there too. Doom for Hyperion, Quake for the rest. Might not be too bad of advice right there. But Doom wasn't part of the list. I'm guessing there is no Doom. But yeah, whenever it comes to Alliance War, really got to scout it out and kind of bring your champions according to what you scout. So it's a little bit hard to say, you know. But if you are looking specifically for a Hyperion counter out of the champions you listed, at least, yeah, I'm a big fan of using magic in that situation. What's up, Karate Mike? GG, if you had to choose between having the world's first 6-star rank 4 man thing or world peace, would you test him against Acid Wash or Mysterio first? Wow, dude, just assuming that I would want to go back to 6.3. That's a big assumption. Why would I want to go back to 6.3? No, dude. I would go straight to... I'd go straight to the Abyss if I had a rank 4, world first rank 4 6-star man thing. Huge assumption that I would ever go back to 6.3 for any reason. Do you have Doom at rank 5? Oh, you have Doom at rank 5 already? Okay. Then, oh man, I wouldn't, yeah, I mean, there's probably still some situations where maybe the other Mystics would be better in Alliance War, but for the most part, it sounds like you'd be covered with Doom. So I'd say Doom is your answer. Was that in your original question and I missed it? Now I'm thinking. Maybe I just missed it. What was your last one? Last was Warlock, Sim Supreme, Magic, or Sparky. Okay, okay. Yeah, man. I would say just Doom. Hit him with that Doom and Gloom. Good luck on this one, BG. Thank you. I'm not actually grinding for the champion, though. I'm just going for milestones. BG, I run Path 6, and I use Warlock and Doom. Okay, there we go. There's some good, can't use Quake. Since Burn Might. Okay. Alright, well, look, okay. We've got someone with some Path 6 experience. Warlock and Doom seem to be the choices of Cody, at least. Cody's a good player, so. Alliance War strategy. Can you Quake? If yes, take the fight. If no, get out of the way for someone who can. Wow. Then I was done eating when he read my last one, because I would have spat food all over my computer because I was laughing so hard. Wait, what? From your comment, or are you talking about the comment of Shark calling you a boo? Hold on. I'm lost. You're just saying because I didn't boo your hype pun or whatever Wasn't even boo worthy. That's all I'm gonna say. Wasn't even boo worthy. BG, will Arena help in farming ISO? If not, what's the best way? Yeah, Arena will help a ton when it comes to farming ISO. Basically, to get ISO, you need to duplicate your champions. It's as simple as that. The generic ISO that you get from questing and stuff, sure, it helps, but it pales in comparison to the amount of ISO that you can get from opening crystals to duplicate your champions. Not only does the arena give you a lot of shards, depending on how active you are in the arena at least, gives you a lot of shards, and if you're willing to grind the 4-star basic arena, well, especially the 4-star basic, but really any of the arenas, you can get full champions that way. But the basic, the reason why I called that one out is because, you know, initially it's going to be tough to put up high enough scores to get the basic champion, but it's a pretty reasonable task. Like getting, especially the rerun 4-star basic champions that go for just over milestones these days, it's really not that hard to do. And as long as they're a new champion, then you can add them to your roster, and then the next time you pull them out of a crystal, you'll get ISO. So it's kind of like future ISO. The basic arena in general, though, it, you know, just pulling a champion out of that arena, if you already had them, that one actually doesn't give ISO, but the rest of them will. Take it off for the night. Night, folks. All right, Star. Have a good night. He's boo-worthy to me. Oh, man. BG, who would you awaken, Beardo or Void? Just for general purpose stuff, Void. Beardo can be played without it. Void pretty much can't be played without awakening. Like, technically, you could play him, but come on, technically versus, like, practically. Void's got to be awakened. I just end up using Void more between the two. Gotta try hard to not get the rerun basic 4 stars? Yeah, I mean, once your roster hits that point, then yeah, it actually, you actually have to make an effort to not get them. But early on, you know, I mean, think about if you just downloaded the game. Putting up 1.6 million points, actually tough. BG, I'm doing 6.1 100% item list, because why not? Nice, man. Every quest 100% except Crossbones chapter. Need help with Incinerate Path specifically. Or specifically aspect of War, Buffet, Ultron. Please help. Don't have Void or Torch. Incinerate Path. Which is that in the Crossbones quest? Which quest is that in? And I'll go take a look and see if we can come up with something. But I'm not sure which fight that is. Does Void need to be high Sig? No. Nope. He benefits a lot from higher Sig levels, but even Sig level 1 is a night and day difference. PG, can you do Collector solo by 4-star champ? No. No one has ever beaten the Collector, that I'm aware of at least, using only a 4-star champion. There's only one recorded fight that I'm aware of someone soloing the Collector with a rank 4 5-star champion. That's the lowest that I've ever seen it done with. Which is on Mvincible's channel. It's possible that somebody might have soloed that fight with a 455 other than Invincible, but if they have done it, I haven't seen it. And a 4-star champion would just be a step below that, which would be crazy. It might be doable at some point, you know. as champions are getting stronger over time, but is Man-Thing good for on defense? He's okay. He's not the strongest defender. He's occasionally annoying, depending on the node. Didn't Dave solo the Collector with Quake? Did he? Was it with a rank 4 or lower? I thought the... I'm trying to think now, like... I thought the Collector even had something that made Quake not a good option there. I'm not sure though. BG, it's in the Crossbones quest. I have Colossus rank 4, but he can't outdamage the buffet healing. Okay, alright. Let me go take a look at it. We'll see. Someone sold Collector with Mephisto. You saw it? I'm not sure if I've seen that one or not. It sounds vaguely familiar, but... It's been a long time since I watched any Collector video, to be honest. That that one from Invincible might have been the last. I think about it. I don't know. All right, let's go take a little look in Act 5. Or, I'm sorry, Act 6.1. Point 5. Right, my D&D group has been getting together to play Realm of the Mad God, and it's giving me nostalgia. What? We used to play it together in, like, 6th grade. Wow, dude. Yeah, I missed that game, man. That game is sick. We got an Ultron here. This ain't the one. What the? Here we go. Okay, Incinerate. So, inflicts Incinerate damage on the attacker, draining 100% health over 30 seconds. Okay. Aspect of War. Buffet. Okay, you said you don't have Void, huh? Do you have a Medusa? Or possibly... Annihilus? I don't know if Annihilus would be good. Thing? Maybe? Someone's saying Aegon? Possibly Aegon if you can get him built up in time. It's not that deep in. Torch? Oh yeah, Torch could work. If you have Torch, you could put a bunch of, especially just Flame on, put a bunch of the Novas on this dude, and then that reduces healing and even reverses it. Here's something like, did you Ghost Rex it? That's true, Ghost can do it too. You don't necessarily need an Incinerate immune champion. if you have willpower. That's why I mentioned Medusa at first. But yeah, Ghost I think would be really good. Torch. These are probably some of the, better than Medusa. I don't know if you have these champions, but there's some ideas at least. Cap Infinity with the skill champ, controller off Incinerate. Can he? I wasn't sure how that works. I thought he, like, let me read Cap's abilities again. Because I was thinking he might be okay, but I thought it was only debuffs that happen after whenever debuff is gained, consume. Yeah, isn't it? Doesn't that mean that Cap can't shrug that off? Because you don't have a kinetic, what the heck? Kinetic charge to start the fight with. Right? Or am I mistaken in that? Wanted Science Tier 5 so bad for my torch. He got that silver goodness. Yeah, man. That'd be a sick rank 3. BG, Night Thrasher can take that fight. Board attacks can't be evaded, and he's immune. Okay. Can he, he'd have to be high rank in order to counter the buffet healing, though, because he doesn't have a way to counter the buffet healing, right? He'd shrug suicides if it worked that way? That's true, that's a good point. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course it doesn't work that way, then. Yeah, Cap, he's no good for that.
Man loves beans.
Alright, let's go back to the arena. Ropatan Bogdan set it over 3, saying good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for the 3. Man, good morning. Are you in the UK area? Oh, whoops, I never exit out of this quest. Either way, wherever you are in the world, good morning to you. Let's take it back to the arena. Gotta love that about this game, man. Everyone's coming from different areas of the world. It's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you again for the 3. Want to test with Emma? She would work. Suicide and Incinerate immune because I bet she would work and outdamage Buffet. Probably. Emma could work. The tough part about Aspect of War is, like, it's not just out-damaging Buffet, it's out-damaging Buffet before they go unblockable. And I'm trying to think of how much health that fight has, but it could probably work. Should have just done another heavy attack right then and there. I done messed up. Good. Wonderful White set it over $1 saying, what do I do for 6.1.1? What do you mean? Just the no retreat in general? No retreat, I recently did it on the McFabio account, and what I found to be best is if you can use a champion that doesn't need to bait out specials. That seemed to work out pretty well. So I used Iceman, and I just wouldn't even try to bait a special. I would just try to push them to their L3. This way you don't have to spend time dashing backwards, eating that degen damage. Champions that have power control are really good for it too. Champions that just have high damage, that don't need to do a lot of hits, that would drive up the opponent's power. So someone like Archangel or Omega Red. Heavy attacks are nice too, because they kind of, they send the opponent flying, and it gives you plenty of space to time out a good parry. And yeah, it's a pretty annoying quest, I gotta say. 6.1.1, No Retreat is one of my least favorite nodes, as a global at least. I kind of like it if it's used sparingly, but for the entire quest to have no retreat, ugh, gross. You know, should say too, I think I tried Gladiator Hulk on my main account when that content came out, and I didn't have a good time doing it. So I know some people are probably going to say Gladiator Hulk because it's passive damage. And hey, maybe some people have a good time with that, but I personally didn't. Oh no, I see Charming Tortoise saying, sorry Tom, that one is terrible. Oh goodness. If Charming Tortoise is saying it's bad, let me see what we got here. OBG, I was having the best day until I stopped in the park to pet a duck. Now I'm feeling down. Well, Charming Tortoise was right. That one was terrible. Boo! Boo. From Romania. Ah, okay. Romania, actually. I still enjoy your content and check it out sometimes, even though I don't play MCOC anymore. Okay. Got it. Well, cool, man. Bummer on not playing the game anymore, but that's cool that you still check out the channel. And thank you again for the support. Appreciate it, man. I mean, the name is definitely familiar. I've said that name before, but I wasn't sure if you ever told me where you were from or not before. You might have, but if that was the case, then I forgot it. Hey BG, in what order do you recommend exploring Act 5 in? Completed Variant 2 and Variant 3, and I'm Cavalier. Dude, if you are Cavalier and you completed Variant 2 and Variant 3, Act 5 is your oyster, my friend. You could do whatever you want in Act 5. You should be able to smoke that content. You know, of course, mistakes are going to happen still, and not saying you're going to be able to auto-fight it, but you're going to be able to crush that content. The later chapters technically have better rewards, so if you wanted to look at it that way, you can get some better rewards quicker by going in reverse order, starting with the final chapter, but it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. BG got 3 quests done in Act 6 today. 2 more till I'm Cavalier. Nice, Connor. 2 more to go. Not bad, man. Not bad. BG, should I rank 4 Massacre or Killmonger for Act 6? I have both Void and Domino, rank 5. It's a tough one, man. Want to lean more towards Killmonger myself, just because I'm trying to think what each one of them brings to the table outside of their synergies, and the true strike that Killmonger brings is probably more helpful than what Massacre brings to the table. I can't say for certain because I haven't played with either of those champions at a high level at all, let alone in that content. But yeah, I would guess Killmonger would be the way to go. As I get older and I remember all the people I've lost along the way, I think to myself, maybe a career as a tour guide isn't for me after all. Wow. Losing people on your tour guide? Boo. Wish there was some more content for the month. May seems so dry. Does it? I guess it doesn't feel that way for me because I've been doing Act 6. But the rifts seem pretty cool. I haven't even got a chance to do the rifts at all yet. Thanks for the advice. Also, been watching your videos for almost 2 years when I started. Love from South Africa. Nice, dude. Some love from South Africa. Love to South Africa. Cool, man. That could help. 6.3 hardest bosses and best champs / counters. Oh man, I don't know them all off the top of my head. The hardest boss was Mysterio, though. I think it's kind of universally Mysterio known as the hardest boss in that quest. At least most people would agree with that. But I don't know all the best counters. Don't know which mod hates me. What you talking about? Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Did someone time me out for spamming or something possibly? Let me see. Actually, I don't even see any previous message. Hold on. Well, I don't see any message of you getting timed out, at least in the past. I don't know how far up this my chat history goes, but all the way up until the chat history. So, I don't know. Usually people get timed out if they're spamming or all caps or something like that. I don't know. But the rifts are horrible for me. 6 times I got 6 stones and 2 times I got Cosmic Awakening gems. So now I have 5 Cosmic Awakening gems and no good champs to use them on. Dang, dude. I mean, that'd be pretty sick luck if you didn't already have a good amount of those Cosmic gems. But yeah, I hear you, man. Anything would be better when you already have that many. Damn. BG, I got Mystic 5-star gem, SS, Dr. Voodoo, Magic, Black Widow, Claire, Man-Thing, or wait for Dr. Doom. A lot of... I'd probably say wait, to be totally honest. Like, either wait or Voodoo or Magic. I should have said wait, actually. Let me clarify. Let me back up here a sec. The reason why I was originally saying wait is because Claire doesn't need to be awakened. And I was thinking, oh yeah, just use Claire and then you can wait for Doom. Forget all other champions. But it's not exactly like that. Claire, she's strong, but she can't do everything. But you can try to wait if you want. If you find yourself needing an awakened Voodoo or an awakened Magic, then those two are both totally worth awakening. Black Widow doesn't need it. Man-Thing, I would say he's a cool champion, but he also doesn't need it. And the other champions are stronger, so it's kind of up to you what you want to do from there. I hope some of that info helps at least. Oh no. I might mess up your first name there, but Rodriguez, last name. Sorry to hear that, man. That is pretty sad, dude. Not even gonna read it out because it's so sad, but it is pretty sad, man. Really sorry to hear that. That's a bummer, dude. Mega always needs the 6 stones. Where'd that comment go? It just jumped on me. 6 stones more and both suicide friendly. I missed the first part of that question. Oh, here it is, I think. BG, Colossus, or Omega, who decide gets the stones and it can run any mastery setup. Yeah, basically what Hunter said then. Omega, he needs the 6 stones more than Colossus does. And they're both suicide friendly. If you're not running suicides, then you'll probably find yourself playing with Colossus more than you'd be playing with Omega. So, you know, that can influence your decision a little bit right there if you if you just don't really enjoy playing with suicides much, then you're probably not going to use Omega a ton. But yeah, he needs the Sig levels more than Colossus does. BG, did you see the new Kabam CCP presentation about the future of Alliance War? I've seen one positive tweet and one that's not very positive. Yeah. So, there's nothing I could really say. It's kind of weird. So I guess I'll catch everyone up to speed a little bit. So Kabam, they're trying to communicate better with the players, and for right now at least, they're kind of just starting in the CCP. I don't know if they have plans to expand beyond that, but I think they do. I think they're trying to just communicate better overall with the player base. But anyway, they're kind of sharing future plans a little bit earlier than they would normally share in like public forums and things like that. And this is something new that they're doing. But there's nothing that I could really say about it. They said it's all right to say that they're doing this. And like, you know, everyone's voicing their concerns. We get to have like a more direct kind of, you know, ask the devs questions and things like that. But there's nothing that we could really say. So it's kind of why I'm not making any tweets or anything like that, because there's nothing I could really say about it, you know. Kind of just have to wait until Kabam announces things more publicly. But for now, yeah, they are trying to communicate these changes and allow us to try to get a better understanding as to, you know, what changes are being made and why and things like that. And I can tell you this much, like, that part is great. It's fantastic that they're doing this. Dude, especially as like a wannabe developer just for games, period. Like, dude, just getting any kind of peek behind that curtain is like, dude, I'm stoked, you know. But as far as like any, you know, what the changes are actually coming, I can't talk about it all, and I don't want people to get their hopes up too high. I feel like when people can't say what's coming, then imaginations just run wild, and it's like, oh man, anything from 10-star champions are getting added to, you know, like, I don't know, whatever people could think of that would get them super hyped. But it's, you know, there's only so much that the devs can do. It's not like there's suddenly a uproar in the community and they can just revamp the entire game or something like that. You know what I mean? They've been working on changes for a very long time and all that. So yeah, it's kind of a weird position to be in, to be totally honest. Of just not being able to really share that info. But you guys will see before too long, you know. BG, what if they gave rank up gems based on tags like villain, control, etc., similar to the year-based gems from variants, but not limited to a certain class? I think that could be cool. That'd be cool to see. If for like the next variant they decided to go that route, I would like that. Or for like a special side quest, if it was, let's say, back when Infinity War was coming out, clearly we had an Avengers-based event. If they had an Avengers rank up gem or something like that, yeah, I think that'd be pretty fitting. It might be. I was gonna say it might be difficult to kind of add something like that to the game, but I don't know. I don't know if it would be difficult. Probably Probably wouldn't be that difficult, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking like we had a couple bugs with the other rank up gems, but no, it can't be that difficult, right? PG, can you give advice on masochism? There's been a few different people asking about it. Sure. To all the people asking about masochism. I'm guessing people stuck on their way to getting uncollected. Oh, did I really get hit by that son of a... So masochism, really tough node to deal with. You try to parry. You can't always parry because they're going to shrug it off and... No, they're going to shrug off your parry stun, and they're going to heal from it. That's kind of the most annoying part about it. So you have a couple different methods to go about it, countering it. One, just expect that most of your parries are going to get shrugged off. Be ready for that moment. Try to parry kind of twice in quick succession, either with the re-parry, where you're like trying to parry on the second hit of the combo, or just by parrying, kind of dashing back and trying to line up another parry. Do something like that. What I find to be really helpful is to play champions that actually have lots of debuffs and then use the Despair Mastery. Now this doesn't always work, especially depending on the node that you're going up against, but it can be helpful. The Despair Mastery reduces healing by 15% if you have it maxed out per debuff. So if you're playing someone like Blade that has lots of bleeds, or, you know, I feel like Sunspot would have been good when I was going through, but I didn't have the Despair Mastery. But just a lot, you know, there's a bunch of champions that have lots of debuffs, and this Mastery is incredible, not just for Masochism, but just in general in the game. So they'll still trigger the Masochism and remove a debuff, but you'll be reducing the healing, and lots of times you will be able to parry openly because it, you know, Masochism ate a bleed or something like that, you know. So yeah, that's another method. And then the final method I'll say is that certain champions just counter Masochism outright. They prevent debuffs from being shrugged off of them. My preferred champion for this is Omega Red. It's a 10% chance to resist, or really you're reducing the opponent's chance to shrug off debuffs by 10% per spore. Then there's a Sabretooth with Killmonger synergy, and then there's Proxima that can also parry without the opponent shrugging off debuffs. There might be others, I don't know, but you could also use champions that have heal blocks or ways to prevent healing. Like I mean, I've never used Warlock for Masochism, but I imagine Warlock might not be too bad. I don't know. So yeah, I hope that helps. But especially if you're having a hard time with Masochism in 5.2.4, then what's it called? That quest in general is really tough. So if you're having a hard time with it, dude, everybody has a hard time there. Don't feel bad. You might need to just give it some time, rank up champions, things like that. PG ban Rodriguez? Wait, what did... I'm not sure if there was other things said outside of the one that I read. Yeah, I will say again, man, if those things are happening, I'm sorry, man, but this probably isn't the best place to share something like that in a just in a game stream. But yeah, man. I am sorry to hear if those things did happen. If there was something else, I'm not sure what was deleted now, so I can't tell if I'm just getting trolled or what by the things that were deleted. I hope that's actually I hope that is the case because it sounded like some pretty bad things happened. So I hope that it's just a troll thing, but I'm gonna assume it's not just out of respect. But yeah. Probably best to keep that stuff just to, you know, more personal, family type conversations. BG, what champions are best for 5.2? Just in general 5.2? Like which quest in 5.2? Once you get into 5.2, you start to get to a little bit more specific nodes that will sometimes require different sets of champions. So I'm not sure which quest you're having a hard time with. Oh crap, I thought that was a special one, not a heavy attack. BG, do you see me? Yeah, I do see you. Actually, you didn't even say BG, you just said, do you see me? Sometimes it just automatically add the BG in there because so many people say it. BG, read what's going on in chat? What is going on in chat? I don't know. I left and came back, so I don't know what's going on. Oh. Well, I don't know either. I don't know what's going on. Either way, hopefully I addressed it. BG, what do you think about Human Torch on Psychic Thorns node in Alliance War? Every energy hit gives him a smolder, and he has a 10% chance to incinerate per smolder. I think for that fight I use Omega Red, if I'm not mistaken. Omega Red, or I think Namor. Does Namor work for that? I can't remember now because I think Namor's attacks. Are they energy based too? I'm not sure. I think I ended up using Omega Red for that fight because I used to take those fights, but that was a long time ago. That was maybe like 8 months ago now that I was on those paths. What kind of magic did you use to turn your Black Widow into Red Guardian? Is he good? Where do you use him? Oh my god. The trolls. So yeah, some of you probably noticed him. What's his face? Red Guardian. Content creator program champ, guys. Only temporary access to him. I don't actually have the champion. I just temporarily have him. I can't use him on stream. I can't use him in the arena. I could only use him in solo content that I've already completed, not while streaming, for the purposes of recording a video that'll be posted at a later date, and then the champion's removed off of my account. But alright, Wonder Boy White. Just looked up the actual definition of masochism. We'll never think of it as the same. I mean, I think I know what it means, but now you have me curious. If there is like some different, maybe it goes deeper in the official definition or something. Okay, well, the official definition of
masochism
goes a little bit more into the not PG rated type of talk, but yeah, the first part of it is the tendency to derive pleasure from one's own pain or humiliation. We'll go with that part. Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about the part that I left out though. Donut Cop. I'm sorry. Waterboy White. Thank you for the buck. Donut Cop sent it over too as well, though. Donut Cop. Thank you, man. Where's your last? Saying, yo, just crossed 10 mil in the 4-star arena. Dude, you're cruising. Today's only day 2, right? I didn't mistakenly lose a day here? You got 10 mil already? Nice, man. Very nice. You are well on your way to claiming that 4-star easy mode. Good stuff. That's a sexy pronunciation you got there, BG. Thank you. Just tell us if he makes you tingly in your happy place. What? Big Red here? Red Guardian? I actually haven't played him yet. I can't tell you guys either way, but I can tell you that much at least. I haven't even played him yet, so. There was a stream that has some Red Guardian footage. I don't think there was the usual deep dive video about him yet, but I'm sure that's going to be a thing at some point too. BG, do you play any other game other than MCOC? Sometimes. For the most part, it's just MCOC at the moment, though. I've been casually playing Dota again a bit. With some of my old buddies. But that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, I did play Risk of Rain a tiny bit. Risk of Rain 2, that is. And then, yeah, the only other thing I played other than those games in the past year or so was I played WoW Classic pretty when those servers came out. That was from August to around December. End of August to December. But yeah. That's pretty much it, man. That's like my last year of playing games pretty much. There might have been something I left out, but alright. Zach Whelan sent it over too. Zach, thank you very much. Saying last, please, and thanks to you for the great content. Okay, let me see where your last is at. BG, just curious, who used No Retreat Annihilus at 6.4.3 Darkhawk Quest, about to do that path next? I remember the fight. I think I died a few times on that fight. To tell you the truth, man. I think I ended up using, did I use Claire for that? Or Sim Supreme? I think I used one of those. I want to say maybe I used Thing, but I don't think I did for that one. Thing has been one of my go-to champions for Annihilus. You know, maybe if I look at the path, it'll really jog my memory. That was one of the later paths that I did. I think I even remember where he is on the map. I think he's only like a couple paths in. Oh, actually, he's the first path. Okay. So, is that it? Just True Strike and Aggression Cruelty for the links? Yeah, okay. So basically, just the no retreat is the hardest part. Yeah, I want to say I used one of the Mystic champions more, but I don't remember 100% for sure. Maybe someone in here remembers, because I do remember getting my ass kicked in that fight quite a bit. So maybe someone remembers that. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was one of those, but I don't remember for sure. was trying to see if anyone else remembered, but I do not see it in the chat either, unless I'm just missing it. But yeah, I think that's what I did, man. I think so. I think the reason why I chose, if I did, like when just being able to nullify this guy, especially with Mystic Dispersion on. I feel like I could just end the fights faster, and with no retreat, like I really don't want to get stuck up against the wall. I mean, I never want to get stuck up against the wall with fighting a Nihilist if I can help it, unless I'm using Thing. But just being able to nullify his stuff and turn that into power. I think I prefer that on no retreat. Something that I kind of forget, like all the time about this fight, that just you might not have forgotten, but you can do like the countering his medium attack the same way that you would counter Domino's, except I use using a light attack. So you don't have to dash back twice. Just stand there, wait for him to dash at you. Dash back, light attack, do your 5-hit combo. And yeah. I don't know if that helps at all, but I think those are who I used. Dude, thank you very much for the 2. And Maniac sent over 2 saying, did I just hear you've been playing Dota? I've been playing a bit of Dota, yeah, man. Well, Dota 2. Last time we talked Dota, you're playing Dota 1 still, right? But yeah, I'm playing a little bit of Dota 2. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, and at the same time, I hate it. I don't know. I feel like that's the best way to describe Dota for anyone who hasn't played it. Is like sometimes you have really good games, sometimes you have really bad games, sometimes you wonder why you even play the damn game. But yeah, like basically I started playing again because some of my buddies that I was playing Classic WoW with a bit, like we all played it for a little while and then stopped pretty soon after we eventually hit max level. And it's fun reconnecting with those guys, that I haven't really played games with in forever. So we'll occasionally play a little bit of Dota. Alright, Tom sent it over one of them New Zealand bucks as well, with the poo face. Where is it? BG, what genre are national anthems? Country. Your next comment is, even I want to boo that. Okay. All right. At least we can agree upon something. I don't even know. Dude. Tom, listen, Tom. How many times can I say your name, Tom? You're better than this, Tom. You're better than this, man. Oh, boo. 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 Maniac sent it over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying Dota 1 is where it's at. Come, my son. Join me on the dark side of the Force. We shall destroy many a noobs. Nah, man. I mean, how is it right now? So, Warcraft 3... Dude, I was actually really looking forward to getting Reforged when it came out. And then, of course, it was terrible. I don't know if it's still terrible. I don't know if they fixed it. Say my name slower. Wow. I don't know if they fixed it, man, but dude, I'm pretty bummed because I was actually psyched to get Warcraft 3 Reforged. Are the custom games still playable and all that, man? Did they mess with Did it mess with Dota at all? Does it have upgraded graphics? Or do you still play with like the classic look? It's much better now? Okay. I saw, so I used to watch Grubby on Twitch. Because I really do like Warcraft 3, man. I actually love Warcraft 3. Such a good game. It's been forever since I played it, but it is such a good game. Just like the regular game, and all custom games are great too, but I even like the regular game. And I would tune into his streams on Twitch, and I stopped watching at one point. Honestly, I think I only stopped watching because he got a new keyboard, and it was one of these super loud mechanical keyboards, and it bothered me so much that I had to stop watching. It's crazy. But other than that, like, Grubby's the man, you know. But what was I gonna say? Anyway, I went back just recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago or something, to see if he was playing with the updated graphics or the old ones, and I'm pretty sure he was playing with the old ones. I don't know if he was just doing that for a day or what, but he was playing with the old graphics. Okay, you said it does, but I prefer classic look. Okay. Got it. Watch Grubby too. Dude is insane. He is, dude. It's crazy, man. Pro players of RTS games. Dude, I don't know if there's anything more intense than an RTS game. Like, I don't know, man. It's not as popular as like FPS games, I guess, but dude, I think it's 10 times more intense. It might not. I don't even know how it looks to somebody who's never played those games, but as someone who has like played those games and actually tried to get good at them, dude, I don't know how any other game, like, it's insane. It's too insane. Like, that's the problem. It's actually just too insane. I can't handle it. Have you played Age of Empires 2? Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Age of Empires 2 is amazing. So I played Age of Empires 2 before I found out about before I knew Warcraft or StarCraft existed. I never really got into StarCraft, but other than StarCraft, I played like all the Blizzard games for a while. But I honestly didn't even know that Warcraft 2 existed. It was basically Warcraft 3 was the start for me. But yeah, Age of Empires 2, I played that. And yeah, I loved it, man. It was great. But back then, like, I was beyond a noob. I didn't understand what was going on. I played that and Command & Conquer, and, you know, I'd have some fun games and stuff like that. I'd go through the campaigns. I remember having, like... So I played those on PC, and I remember Command & Conquer came out on PlayStation 1, and you could actually link up two PS1s together on two separate TVs, and I actually did that. And my brother and I, we played a single game that was like over 10 hours long, where we were just building up the biggest armies possible, getting 1 million of the Tesla coils and things like that. And man, those PlayStations were about to blow up. They couldn't handle all the stuff that was on screen, but it's fun. Yeah, man, you have to be focused 100%, but me and some friends play Dota every night. It's fun. Took me from MCOC. No regrets. Yeah, man, I hear you. Dota's super fun, but it's the type of game where, like, I know I can play only so much of it. I mean, that's any game, I guess. You can only play so much of it, but I guess because I already have played the crap out of it, like, I guess I prefer games like MCOC that have more of like a build-up more of that RPG aspect to it, where you're just constantly building and growing. I mean, you do that in Dota too, but it's like you're building your skill and your knowledge base and stuff like that, you know, compared to building up your roster and champions and things like that. So I can never play Dota on anything more than like a casual level. Did you hear the news? Diablo 2 might get remastered, probably coming third quarter of this year. I heard it. Heard it was rumored at least. I'm not getting my hopes up too high. We'll see. Because of how they botched the Warcraft 3 remaster. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know that pro scene in Age of Empires 2 is bigger than ever now since announcement of Age of Empires 4 from MS? Watched a few tourneys, or watched a few tourneys if you're interested. Really, I didn't know that. I don't know how interested I am in that series anymore, but I did love it when I was younger. Basically, I loved it until I found Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 for me has always been the king of the RTS genre. I think it has to do with the heroes. I really get behind the heroes that they have versus the other games. I mean, I don't know, maybe other games have adopted that too, but compared to like StarCraft, for example, where they didn't have heroes, or you know, Age of Empires 2. I don't know what 4 is like. I never played 3. Never really looked into it. But yeah, man, the whole hero system, it breaks the game. Like the hero units pretty imbalanced, but pretty damn fun at the same time. World's Finest Dude sent over to saying, have you played any Elder Scrolls games? I have not, actually, no. Never played any of them. The first one I ever found out about was Morrowind, when I was probably, oh god, man, I don't know, that was like 15 years ago now. Back when I was working at a clothing store, and someone that I worked with, he would talk about that game all the time. And then, of course, I'm aware of Skyrim, and you know, but I've never played it. Never played the MMO. What is it? Just Elder Scrolls Online? I think that's what it's called. Never played any of those games. Always heard good things, but never played them. Thank you for the 2, though, dude. So I know this is a very long tangent. Yeah, kind of a long tangent. Normally when I talk about other games, especially the Blizzard ones, because I've already talked about them so much, I try to keep it shorter, because I know some people like just groan like, oh, here we go again. These games I don't care about. But I can't help it, man. These games are a part of me, guys. Who gets the tech gem? Stark, Spidey, Darkhawk, or Star-Lord? Want to do Labyrinth and the tech variant. Stark, Spidey. Between those three, that's who I'd give it to, at least. Did you ever play Portal? The game was rad. Nope. Never played Portal. Is it free? I can't remember if it's free or just really, really cheap. But I've never played Portal 1 or 2. Rank 5 Hyperion or Sunspot, both awakened. I would probably choose Hyperion between those two, just for general content. Of course, it depends on what you need, what you're looking for, your own personal preference, things like that. But yeah, I just feel like there's probably more that you can do with Hyperion between the two. So if you don't have any immediate goals in mind of content that you're trying to conquer, then just general purpose stuff, I'd go Hype. Do you play Pokemon Go? I've actually never played Pokemon Go. No. BG, I don't know if you can check this or not, but Annihilus is supposed to be Incinerate immune, but against Clairvoyant, Incinerate seems to be triggering. He's only immune when he has his Control Rod, and Claire can nullify that. The orange box, with that and all the half-lives was great. A great deal of viewers back. Okay. I don't think I picked that up. I don't know. That sounds familiar. I feel like I picked up some other pack that had Half-Life and a bunch of other stuff in it, but I think that was before Portal existed. Sup BG, sup Extinct X Insanity. Grinded 1 million points for 3-star Black Widow in Arena. Nice. You might need more than that. Just a heads up, but I'd say you're off to a great start, if nothing else. Let's start up this arena. Speaking of starts, man, need some more milestones. BG, we'll be looking into the new Diablo coming out. At this point, you got to be more specific. There's a bunch potentially, but I'll go through all of them. Diablo Immortal, I probably won't play it. To me, it looks a lot like Diablo 3, and while I enjoyed Diablo 3 for a short time, a very short time, I don't like the game anymore. Yeah, not for me. I really prefer Diablo 2 for a bunch of reasons. And then Diablo 4 is not going to be coming anytime soon. I've got my eyes on it, but I'm not too excited based on what I saw so far. Graphically, it looked awesome. The cinematic was really good. But feature-wise, the item system that they showed off, at least, to me, looked like garbage. It just looked like more of what Diablo 3 had, which I didn't like. And yeah, the skill trees and stuff like that, I didn't like the way those looked either. Diablo 2 Remaster, we kind of already just talked about that, but I don't have my hopes up too high because of the poor job that Blizzard did with the Warcraft 3 one. So I'm always on the lookout for Diablo things, but as for being excited, to be honest, I'm not too excited about stuff that's coming for Diablo at the moment. When we go on the Abyss BG, I'll start thinking about the Abyss after the 4th of July. I want to make sure I have enough units to pick up 4th of July stuff. Didn't have any video games as a kid, low income and whatnots, but always got down and dirty with some board games and Uno. There you go, man. Dude, board games and Uno, they're still sick. I've always played more video games than I have board games, but dude, I love playing a good board game or a card game. Especially, like, dude, especially these days, man. Sometimes that stuff is way more fun than just being behind a screen. Like, you know, I feel like there was an age where, you know, because you couldn't legally drink, at least, playing board games and card games, it's just not the same. But if you can get together with some friends, man, grab a few drinks, like, dude, oh man, it's a really good time. Usually the remake could be a good excuse for a Twitch stream, possibly. Possibly. I'm not going to say for sure one way or another, but we'll see. Who are good options for 6.3.6 cap Infinity boss? Ronin can stun lock him. I used Stark Spidey. I got a one-shot with Stark Spidey. Ghost is also really good. Might be some other options I forgot. I tried Corvus. I didn't really find it to be super good for that fight, but he can get it done in a few revives at least. That's a good level of facial hair for your face. So handsome. Ooh, Hobbit. Thank you. I actually need to shave it though. I'm gonna trim it down soon. Prison Mike sent it over €2 saying got uncollected yesterday. Dude, nice. Took same path as Fabio. So thanks. Nice, man. Good stuff. Following the following McFabio's footsteps. I like it. Nice though, man. Congrats on the fresh uncollected title. Good stuff. Thank you again for the 2. Best party game with friends to start Friday night: Twisted Metal or GoldenEye? For me, it'd be GoldenEye for sure. Twisted Metal was fun, but didn't have the longevity. Dude, I thought you were gonna say Mario Party for a second there, though. Super Dirty Pickle, because Mario Party is also pretty sick. There's actually a bunch of old multiplayer games that I really miss. I used to play, I don't know if you guys ever played this game for a Nintendo 64. Hold on, I'm about to pull up a screenshot before I even tell you the name. Give you guys in a minute of suspense here. After I finish this fight with Spider-Man. Come on, dude. Thank you. Alright. Nintendo 64 game. Oh, this is so sick. I'm going to pull up a few images, actually, before I put it on screen. Need some bigger screenshots. These are all, like, such low-res screenshots. I hate it. Alright, I've got a few at least, though. Okay. Let me get 2 more real quick. So there were 2 of them. I played both. Alright, this game right here. Snowboard Kids. Oh, dude, I love this game. I don't know if you guys were into the snowboard games, but I used to love playing the snowboard games. And then there was Snowboard Kids 2. I think this was actually really rare, but because I played the first one a bunch, like I had the first one, and then a friend of mine got the second one. I think this game actually goes for a lot on eBay right now. I don't know. It's been a really long time since I even looked, but I think it's kind of expensive. But yeah, he picked it up since we like to play it. These were the characters that you got to select. They had this pretty sweet. This was like the instruction manual kind of thing. And then yeah, man, you're just on a snowboard. You're a kid. I don't remember even all of the different gameplay elements to it and stuff like that, but dude, all I know is I used to love that game. I'm pretty sure there was some Mario Kart-esque things to it, but honestly, it's been so long that I kind of forget. But oh man, I miss those days, man. Why am I going Quake style all of a sudden, especially when she has a bar of power? This is dangerous. I normally never play at all Quake style in the arena. But anyway, Extinct X Insanity sent it over $1. Thanks, man. Saying, hey, BG. Have you ever thought of doing a dual crystal opening? I thought it'd be an awesome vid. P.S. Do you like the War of the Stars? Star Wars. Oh man, I've got some bad answers for you, dude. I warn you right now. I've never done a dual crystal opening, as in like a versus crystal opening. I've seen some. People did those back in the day, I remember. People would pop open like set amounts of PHCs, and they would have like points based on the stars that popped out and everything. I've never been into it so much, so I've never really thought of doing something like that. I probably won't. Never say never. Maybe there'll be some different way to go about it. that I'll find more interesting personally, but yeah. I think, you know, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll leave it at that. I've just never found it to be too interesting. As far as Star Wars goes, here's where you're really going to hate me now, dude. I've never seen Star Wars. I've seen about 20 minutes of Star Wars in my entire life. Just on TV, like, I don't know, flipping through the channels or something like that. Or, you know, someone else was watching it and I happened to be in the room. But only for a very small part of it, kind of thing. Like, I've never actually seen Star Wars. I've never really been into like the sci-fi type stuff, or space. I usually just say things in space. I've never really been into it, which is why I was talking about Blizzard games before and saying I never played StarCraft. It just doesn't have the same appeal to me. So yeah, I've never watched it, man. Don't everyone hate me. Stop throwing your tomatoes at me, man. I know Star Wars, I got no hate on it, man. I think it's cool that people like it, but I just never seen it myself. That's all. But thank you for the buck, dude. I think you also mentioned Super Smash Bros. And also multiplayer game. Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Finally, we can I'll at least agree on that, dude. I've played a lot of Smash Bros. In multiplayer, at least. I've hardly ever played it single player. Or, you know, I've never tried to like get good at it. I always just played in like 4-player plus type settings. BG, you played The Sims 1? Downloaded it yesterday again. It's very addictive. Dude, yeah, the first Sims, I played it. I played it a bunch, actually. It was pretty addictive when I played it. I don't really have too much interest in playing those types of games these days, but that was kind of my first ever that type of game, sort of. Like, I had played The Sims, or no, I'm sorry. I played Sim City before playing The Sims, and I played that. I was like, you know, it was okay, but I didn't play a ton of it. I also played Theme Park, I think was the name of it. You know, basically Sim City, but Theme Park Edition. I know those are kind of different games than The Sims, where it's more about people rather than cities or theme parks or whatever. But anyway, I played that a bunch. It's kind of hard for me to get into those games these days, though. You know what I always wanted to try, though? I always wanted to try what's it called? What's like the video game maker version? Game dev game. What is it called? Game Dev Tycoon. Is that the name of it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Basically, you make games, but, you know, of course you can't actually make games. You're just like picking titles, the types of games, some of the characteristics of the games, and based on what you pick, you're successful or not, and you can grow your company and things like that. And I always kind of wanted to play that just because, man. Just because I want to make games, so I figured it'd be fun. But I never did. Here's one that's out of left field, but made for hours of battles with friends. ATP Tour Tennis for Genesis. Not lying when I say we had some intense battles in this game back in the day. I don't think I ever played that one, but I did play Virtua Tennis for Dreamcast. And that was actually more of a single-player experience. I liked that game. I never played that in a team setting. Never played that snowboard game, but it ain't SSX tricky. Dude, SSX is a great game. I also like Cool Borders. There's a bunch of snowboarding games. Yeah, someone mentioned 1080 snowboarding. For N64. I liked all these games, man. I'm a big fan of snowboarding games. I think Amped was one of them. But oh, Super Dirty Pickle, you just reminded me, dude. There was a I think it was called Battle Tanks. I don't know why your comment about a tennis game reminded me of Battle Tanks, but dude, I love that game. I think that was the name of it. It was for Nintendo 64, and I think you got to like upgrade your tank as you went around. I don't remember exactly. All I remember is you had to destroy other players' tanks, and you could actually like control the, like, you shot a missile, and the camera would basically turn into that missile. So you got to like guide that missile around. Dude, it was the sickest thing at the time. It was so sick. I loved it. William Boyer sent an over 5. William, thank you very much. Saying, speaking of a crystal duel, YouTube search 1 million shard Brian Grant challenge. I think, wasn't that Prof Off or something like that? I don't remember what it was, but I do remember something like that. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that at the time when he made that video, people were telling me about it. So I'm pretty sure it's a Prof video. But William, thank you very much for the 5. If it is that video, I think I made a comment on it. I'm not sure. That was a long time ago. We're talking like a couple years ago, at least at this point. So yeah, my memory is a little bit fuzzy, but I think that was the one. But dude, thank you very much for the 5, William. Oh yeah, you did say old Prof Off was the creator of that video. Okay, yeah. I should have looked. Your comment was literally right below the super chat saying that. Duh. But dude, thank you very much for the 5 once again. Yeah, 2+ years. Yeah, sounds about right. All right, Easy sending over $1. Thank you, dudes. And dude, every day I walk by a skate park and it depresses me that there aren't Tony Hawk games anymore. They're getting remade. You hear about that? Also, Mario Tennis was the best when you're Luigi and just dominate the net. Dude, I never really played Mario Tennis. I kind of wanted to, but those games were expensive, and I didn't know anybody who had it, and I damn sure wasn't buying it or asking for it for like Christmas or something like that. It's basically like a couple of games for Christmas, a couple of games for birthday, and then maybe like a game or two throughout the year saving up. And yeah, I didn't have that one. None of my friends did. It was it was like games these days are a lot cheaper. And there's a lot of free-to-play options out there too, right? So I kind of miss this about old games. This is kind of a dumb thing to miss, but I kind of miss the price tag being more expensive. Only because like you would have to play games that your friends had. Like you'd have to trade games. I don't know if you guys ever had this happen. Like you lend somebody your game, and you know at the time, like you're handing it off, and you're like, dude, this is my favorite game. I need this back. And they're like, yeah, sure. And then like a week later, you're trying to get it back from them, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll give it back to you for sure. Another week goes by, you're trying to get it back from them, and then they finally fess up, and they're like, I lost it. And you're like, what are you talking about, man? Like, oh man, the friend drama when it comes to like lending games and stuff. I kind of missed that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Easy. They're remaking those games though. I don't know if you heard about those. It's I played the crap out of like the first 3 Tony Hawks, and then after that I just never played them again, I don't think. GTA 5 is free now, BG. We want to see you playing it. I was never really into the Grand Theft Auto games. I hear you know, I hear the 5th one is really good, super popular and everything. But I never really played them. Like I played them before they went 3D actually, which I think was the second one that was not like the 3rd one I think was the first 3D one, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I was never really into them. Super Dirty Pickle said at 05 saying, dude, James Bond Nightfire had the first-person guided missiles. Did it? The Sky Resort map was the best Bond map out of them all. OG Xbox, I believe. Okay. That sounds good, man. Yeah, the Battle Tanks game, that might have been the only game I played that had like the player-controlled camera view of the guided missile. I'm sure there's been other games that have done it. No doubt. Like that's, if I were to make a game that had some sort of missile that you shot, like dude, that'd be the first thing I would think is like, all right, we need to make sure that players can do this. So I'm sure there's other games, but yeah, that one will always be a game I remember because of it. But Super Dirty Pickle, dude, thank you for another 5. Man, I just realized hold on. You sent over Super Chat before too, right? You did. Okay. Alright, let me update the big old D. Oh god, I just realized how late it was getting too, man. Talking about all these old games. In-game purchasing ruined so many games. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 are coming out soon. Yeah, I don't think I'll get them, but I saw some videos pop up with like, you know, it's basically like they were reuniting the original skaters from that game, which is pretty cool to see. I don't know about you guys, but Tony Hawk, like that game basically got me into skating. It was kind of short-lived because I broke my ankle and then I was like, all right, F this. I liked BMX better anyway. But that game kind of got me into skating. I mean, I guess technically it was like the X Games before that. But that game like really got me into it. And technically, the first game that got me into skating was Skate or Die. That game was pretty sick, but it didn't get me into skating enough for me to pick up a skateboard. It wasn't until like, I think it was after I started playing the Tony Hawk games that I actually got a skateboard. I actually knew some of like the, you know, the more famous skaters, not only the ones from the game, but of course those were the ones that were like, oh wow, you know. So it was kind of cool to see them like all in the same videos on YouTube, you know. Can BG see my comments? Ronald, I can see your comments. You're asking tips for 5.1.6? Oh man, I can't remember the name of that node, but it's the one where you have to hit them every 6 seconds. Brute force, I think is it, right? For brute force, one tip I can give you is bait out specials early. You don't want to get to a situation where you can't hit the opponent anymore because you'll give them too much power and they'll get to a special 3. So bait out specials early. You can also delay your hits. Like if you parry them, wait towards the end of the parry stun for you to hit them. That way it refreshes the timer on yourself, and then go back to baiting out specials. And yeah, it's tough content, but those are some things that can help at least. BG, did you play Matt Hoffman Pro BMX? Yeah. I think I played both. There was Dave Mirra and Matt Hoffman, right? Or both of those games? I think I played both of them. I didn't play them a ton. I feel like they weren't as well done as the Tony Hawk ones, even though I liked BMX games, I just liked BMX better than skating. Me and bikes, I don't know, man. I've always had a bit of a connection with a bike. It's just, I guess I just really enjoyed it, just riding a bike. Period. I was never that good at, could never do that many tricks on a bike or anything like that, but I always liked watching like the BMX like tournaments and stuff like that, you know, like the X Games, watching them ride park, or like the street videos that people put together, or just whatever, man. Always liked BMX more, but when it came to games, I liked the Tony Hawk games more. I never played any of the other skate games. I was kind of tired of them after playing the first 3 Tony Hawks. BG, you think Riot should be there in the game? Sure. Riot, I don't know much about Riot, but that he's in the like the Venom and Carnage kind of category of champs, right? Yes, was Dave Mirra game as well? Matt Hoffman played exactly like Tony Hawk, yeah. I give up, Baldy? Give up what? What are you giving up on, Hunter? Right now, I know how it feels to be Pixie. Hashtag ignored. Oh no. Last buck after tangents. What is this? Okay, BG, but have you watched Indiana Jones? Answer carefully, Baldy. Wow, Indiana Jones. I think I've seen one of the Indiana Joneses. I think I've only seen one. I don't know which one. It was a long time ago. I don't know if I mean, I think I went to see a live performance of Indiana Jones too when I was in. I went to Disney World when I was 5. Yeah, I say I went, like I just went on my own. But my parents took me to Disney World when I was 5, and I want to say there was like an Indiana Jones like live type of production. Either that, or I'm just thinking about seeing that in like sitcoms, because I remember a bunch of the sitcoms. They always had a Disney World episode, and it could have been from that. Could have been from like Step by Step or something like that, or Boy Meets World or one of those. But yeah, I think I've seen one of the Indiana Jones movies. BG, were you ever into Sonic? Kind of. I grew up playing Sonic games on a GameCube, like Sonic Riders and Sonic Adventure Battle 2. So I grew up playing the Sonic games on Sega Genesis. You know, back then it was always Mario versus Sonic, like the 2 most iconic video game characters, period. And Mario was just, I've always enjoyed the Mario games way more than the Sonic ones. But I like the Sonic games. I even had Sonic on Game Gear. And, you know, I would chew through about all 20 minutes of battery life, even though you had to use 6 batteries to get it. But Game Gear at the time had sick graphics for a handheld. It's by far the best. But anyway, I played those games. I liked them. I didn't love them. Like it was almost like it was too fast, you know? It was like too fast to make a decision on what was coming up in the level. So I feel like you kind of had to slow yourself down. And I don't know, it was always just kind of a weird mix of wanting to go fast but can't go fast kind of thing. I also played Sonic. Was it Sonic Adventure for GameCube? I actually liked that game quite a bit. I remember that one being pretty good. But yeah, it's kind of my Sonic history. I don't think I ever played any Sonic on GameCube. I didn't play GameCube that much. I know, I actually know a bunch of people that like GameCube is their favorite system of all time. But I was starting to get more into PC gaming at during GameCube's run. All right. Anyway, it's getting late, guys. I could talk about games all day and all night, but it's getting late. So, hi BG, doing live stream without me? Well, I mean, you're welcome to join at any time. I didn't purposely try to do without you, Timothy. Night Hollywood, Night Dragon Dagger. Wait, hold on. I just want to check one thing before I went to sleep. Okay, no. Alright. Okay. Alright, yeah. Ben and Super Dirty Pickle, thank you both very much for being tonight's double-headed Big D. Raid for Max? Oh, is Max on? Oh, dude, yeah. We could totally do a raid for Max. I didn't realize he was streaming. Max, old for Loki buddy. Is he on? I don't see him on. Why is it not showing that he's on? What the F? YouTube. Is he definitely on? It's not showing for me for some reason. Who in the B man? He is Max. Max, he's a good dude. He's in here sometimes. He's a fellow grinder. I'm sure that if he's streaming right now, that's what he's doing. He's grinding for Black Widow. I'm trying to see what's going on, but I don't know, man. I would love to raid him because I've never been able to raid him before. And especially, man, he's sent over super chats and everything. So in addition to being, you know, an ex-Alliance member, just an all-around good dude, very supportive. I want to be able to return the favor to some extent, at least. Hang on a sec. Let me double check something here. I'm gonna mute 1 second. Yeah, I don't see him on. Maybe he stopped already. Okay, yeah, it says 1 hour ago. I guess he stopped already. I was trying to see if there was something else, but okay. Oh, he just ended the stream. Okay, all right. Yeah, well, it'll have to be another time for Max. All right. No raid then. Okay, I will. I'll see you guys tomorrow, normal time. And yeah, good night, everybody. Thank you to everyone else, by the way, for all the generosity, all the support. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.